Hello and welcome to BBC World News. Protests are intensifying against newly enacted agricultural reforms in India that farmers say threaten their livelihoods. Indian farmers held a day-long hunger strike against the reforms which loosen the rules around the sale, pricing and storage of farm produce. More than half of India's working population comes from the agricultural sector, according to the country's most recent census. But farmers have also seen their economic influence fade over the last 3 decades. Once producing a third of India's GDP, farming now only accounts for around 15%. Small growers fear that these new laws will mean the end of price support for staples like wheat and rice and leave them at the mercy of big business. But the government argues the laws will make the sector more efficient by giving farmers a wider market to sell to. Let's speak to Ranjit Singh, who's Vice President of one of the largest farmers' unions in India, and he joins me from close to where the protesters have set up camp. And so, thank you so much for being here on the programme. How determined are the farmers that you've spoken to?
Thank you, BBC.
Tell me how determined the farmers are.
We are very determined, and we will fighting till these laws are not repealed, because right from the beginning we are demanding from the government these laws are unconstitutional and government has to repeal these laws, because as per Indian constitution there are 3 lists regarding the lawmaking: union list, concurrent list and state list, and agriculture falls in the state list. That's why central government has no authority to make any law regarding the agriculture. Last meeting which was with the Agriculture Minister Inder Singh Tomar, in the argument they are asking, central government has the right to make the law regarding the trade and commerce. But our argument is that agriculture is neither a trade, neither a commerce. Agriculture is a service.
Well, let me ask you another question, because the government so far have refused to back down. There's talk that the unions, the farmers, might escalate their action, perhaps target things like railways. Are those things being considered?
Yes, we are escalating our agitation. Today, it has spread throughout India. In every district headquarter in India, we organized a very massive protest, and the surrounding states of Delhi, Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, UP, Bihar are moving largely to the Delhi, and the remote states of India are starting their indefinite period protest in front of the district commissioner offices. As far as government is concerned, Indian government is not a democratic government. They are Modi is a fascist, and that's why they are ignoring our demands.
I don't want to get bogged down in that point, but he had a huge democratic victory not that long ago. Why don't you believe, though, the government when they say this will help farmers? Why don't you believe that?
Yes, you said Modi government is elected government, but Modi government is elected by Indian constitution.
Sure, just address the point I make. When the government says this will help farmers, why don't you believe that?
Because in the first law, they are going to dissolve the APMC markets. Those are established in Punjab and Haryana. In 2006, APMC markets has been dissolved in Bihar. And in Bihar, peasants of Bihar are getting 600 to 700 rupees below MSP. That's why we are asking, as per the peasants are Bihar suffering, Punjab and Haryana's peasants will also suffer. Okay. That's why we are these laws.
Let me ask you a final question then. How much support from the public do you think the farmers have? Because you were saying only a few moments ago you are escalating in several areas. Is there big support amongst the general public for what you are doing?
Yes, we are asking. These 3 laws are a triple murder conspiracy. It will murder peasants, laborers, and the customers. And every section of the Indian society is supporting us, whether they are traders, whether they are laborers, whether they are employees. Everybody is supporting our agitation.
Well, Ranjit Singh, thank you very much for taking time to speak to us here on the programme. Thanks for your time.